optimistic about the state of Canada's economy moving forward.
I believe it will move forward. What people have to realize is that this pandemic has played a major role. Every country, just about every country in the world, has spent more and gone into debt than they would have. It's just that the pandemic, it was unseen for what was happening, why things had to be closed down. And I believe that once we get through this whole thing, our economy will roll back to what it was before.
I am. I believe the pandemic has been hard on the country and on the economy, but if we move forward slowly, it'll all come back. We'll all bounce back. Everybody's looking forward to getting back to work, and I think that's where we'll get to. But, it's not going to happen overnight.
We seem to be trying to push for these targets and saying, okay, we shouldn't produce oil because of the emissions it makes. Well, the oil produced in Canada, we can have input into the environmental footprint. And we can do this by carbon pricing is one way, but not the way the Liberals are doing it. The tax should be taken that is generated for the taxes and put into green methods of alternate energy. And if we did that, then we would have the means of moving from where we are now to where we need to be.
Well, I think what you have right now is you have a federal government that's committed to policies that damage investment and interest in investments. And so you're basically have a system now where people are living off existing assets and draining them out.
Once we get the cure, or lack thereof, a better word, for the COVID virus, I think things will get back and it'll be full steam ahead. But the only thing I'm worried about in the economy of Canada is interest rates. That could really be a downside to Canada because so many people are in debt. And the reason I think that is because with all the CERB payouts, people are losing a sense of what it's like to work.
I keep saying to my friends, we can't have it both ways. We have some people who are saying, oh, the government is spending too much to prop up the economy and to support people. And then on the other hand, they say, well, people don't have food. You can't have it both ways. Either you help people to get through the pandemic, it's going to cost money, we pull up our socks, we work together, or we sink together.
Yes, so far, actually the federal government handling the economy in the best way, and I see more people buying stuff, more people investing in houses and home.
And in the midterm, not really. I mean, it's a big transformation. It's accelerated this pandemic, and the relief efforts have accelerated a bunch of trends that I think were already in there. But I think we can profit in the long term if we make a transition to a greener economy.
Yeah, I'm really not. I don't follow it along that closely. Obviously, I've heard that housing prices are through the roof and stuff like that, and especially being young and not having a lot of money to get those houses, it's kind of scary for our future, but hopefully it starts going in the other direction and starts making it affordable for all of us to get a house.
Okay, what about you? Yeah, I'm concerned. I'm studying for my MBA right now, and I'm pretty concerned. I'm worried what will be available when we graduate, what jobs are probably out there. The housing crisis is crazy. I know a couple of people my age, we're hoping to see it come down eventually.
Globally, I think we'll probably hold our own. I think we have thrown so much money at COVID, like many countries have, that there will be a price to pay for that eventually. But also, I believe it was extremely needed for the situation.
I think so, but I think there's been a lot of money spent, and I don't know how we're going to make it up. It's going to take a long time to make it up. I think in the beginning it was good to keep people alive and well, and with their jobs being suspended and stuff, I think it was good to keep them going. But I think now that it should be changed. I think we're going to have a lot of debt to pay back.
I think that Canadians are resilient, and I think that we are positive, happy people, and so I think that we will rebound with help from government programs and things like that.
I think our economy has gone right down the tubes, and I don't really even see a way of fixing it. You know, our deficit went from what, $38 billion before Canada got into this COVID hoax crap, and now we're at, I think, $2 trillion was the last time I checked. How has Canada gotten to that, and how is the generations after us supposed to pay for that economy? Right? And all they're doing looking forward is to spend more money on more shots and more lockdowns and more other stuff. So how are we going to come out of it? It's terrifying.
I'm not. I feel like we got a major issue going forward. I feel like we're falling behind the U.S., China, Russia. I feel like all these powers are just flying ahead at 100 miles an hour, and we're just standing still, if not going backwards.